Okay. I am the here. Hello, Gendra. I see you've redeemed a couple of names. Jin, the Transient Sage, and Sarah, Lady of Grace. There's also Garcia that's still in the thing from last year, though that was like a, could you rename this swordswoman to, or Gracia, which I have left in there as like, this is the thing I pull my names out of. It's the hat. The hat full of names. But how is you, Jindra? Okay. We are going to start a new game.
I again was like, who came?
Oh. Tired. I feel like saying tire is a sufficient way to say tired. You were too tired to even put the D on. Wait. Forget I said that.
Oh.
I guess in a way you're tired too. Also, instead of just listening to the Kenshi music, because there's all of like maybe 5 tracks generously in game, I have my Stream Safe playlist playing in the background. So that's why you're hearing music that's probably not going to match what's going on screen at all times, because this is kind of like a slower thing to do anyway. Alright, new game. I am thinking that I will do a Wanderer start. I'm not going to do Wanderer the hub. And yes, we're starting over instead of continuing on the old thing. One, because there are new mods that would have ruined the save file anyway, requiring an import at the minimum. And 2, just cuz. That's how I am. Trio of the hub, Wanderer, Ishijuku. I don't know where that is in the world. Wait, Ishijuku is added to the game. It's in the Borderlands. Or the border zone, rather. Wanderer Drifters last. I think that's way down south? That might be an interesting start. Let me go through the rest of them. Nine, nobody's in a Garu. So the names that will be added into the name generator, they will be generic recruits. And I intend to basically just do nothing but generic recruits. I even have a fucking list of, like, notes. And it's like, one of the notes is, recruit generic characters. Try not to or do not recruit unique characters if possible. So first I have to choose a start. Don't worry. If like, there's concern that I'm going to stay here for, like, custom character for, like, 9 hours. No. Wander at Stack. That's in the middle of fucking holy nation territory. No thanks. Those are the various cannibal clans. Any other wanderer starts? I'm sure there are. Got the dog. Wanderer Flats Lagoon. That's pretty far east and south. That would also be a weird start. It'd also be pretty tricky. That's the hub. Another Drifter's Last. World's End. That's like super far north. I feel like that'd be difficult just because of like there's next to no civilizations to work with up there other than going south to like go into Holy Nation land. Which one of the rules that I have for this, I'm letting my biases show, because one of the things I'm doing for this Adventurers Guild is that we're not... We aren't going to, like, basically try to overthrow governments. We're an Adventurers Guild. We try to solve problems. Now, if, say, maybe a sponsor or government is like, hey, we hate this nation, we'll pay you big bucks to go deal with them. We can be like that. But that's provided that there's already a bounty on somebody's head. But otherwise, I am not actively going to go out of my way to be like, yeah, solve problems, not cause them. Exactly. So we're going to go after bounty boards. We're going to go after, like, is this, like, a group of bandits disrupting a trade route? Or are they a group of bandits? We will try to deal with them. We aren't going to overthrow a fucking government and then cause a shitload of issues therein. That's not our bag. Totally random. Difficulty. You're either fucked or you're not. This is one of the starts, and that's perfect for what I want to do. Advanced options, we'll just leave everything as is. Bandits will loot the player. Love how the modder was completely honest, like, you're either fucked or you're not. Good luck. Prisoners be beaten in most faction jails within Universal Wasteland expansion. Just more added incentive to not get caught. Yeah, no kidding. Alright. There's like 2 or 3 areas I can think of where it's like, don't start there with this character. Because, surprise, surprise, I was busy and I already made mana. We are a Shek. We are using a modded subrace, the Kazakh. The face is probably wrong. There we go. That's the face we wanted. Otherwise, everything else is correct. It's weird that it doesn't save the face. But it saves everything else. Zoman's a little short. We picked the Kazakh specifically because they get bonuses to dexterity, athletics, and dodging. But they do not receive penalties to any of these relevant skills, particularly dodging. So we can do martial artist shit. They also don't receive penalties to, like, sneaking around, but they do receive a penalty to lockpicking, assassination, not necessarily thievery and sneaking. So our options are open. It sucks the lockpicking is a penalty, because adventurers kind of need that skill and use it. Perception being a penalty is not a big deal, because that's mostly for using crossbows. Make sure that the name is correct. Manafa. Science, Mana's dumb. Laboring, Mana doesn't want to labor all day. Engineering, that's building things, that's fine. And again, assassination is just, walk up behind someone and... Except it doesn't actually kill people. It just knocks them out. Alright, where do we start? Ah, shit. This is like one of the areas that, like, starting is a problem. Ah, fuck. Alright. So we're in Mongrel. In the Fog Islands. Where being in the fog, you have to deal with fogmen. Which will try to capture you and eat you fucking alive. It's not a hard restart, but we don't get out of here the first, we're done. Run 16 miles per hour. I'm pretty sure the fogmen down below run faster than that. Just need to fucking see one. I'm gonna see what resources we got to play with, because... Ooh. Oh. There's also... Included in the mods are... like, some mods that include children. That's why there's an orphans minor faction there. Because there are children in this world now. Shit is brutal enough that they can end up getting killed. So one of the rules is actually, like, as an adventurers guild, we're not a daycare. We're not going to recruit kids if we can help it.
Marnie was... So I was giving Marnie some chin scratches and she got bladed. She got so into it she fell off the bed. And then she yelled at me about it, like I did.
Wow! Damn, Marnie. What faction do we have here? Mongrel. Okay. Also, there's more dialogue. People talk more. That's why there's a lot more dialogue going on. Hello? Jobs are dry. Come back in a few months. People don't make a habit of visiting here. If you're lucky enough to make it to Mongrel, you're stuck in Mongrel. Plus side, no one will find you in this town. Got someone to hide from, that is. Yeah, no. Again. A survival advice. If you're staying, keep your head down. If you're heading out, you should avoid the death yards altogether. The mist tends to swallow travelers up, shall we say. Same goes for the floodlands up north. To make it out of the mist, that is. People who go to the floodlands, they don't come back. No one really knows. Some reckon it's to do with evil spirits, and then you got others who curse the mist. People get lost, lose their sanity, starve to death. People here, the ones that haven't lost their minds, that is, they don't talk about the fog. Yeah, no, so we basically are starting as a rootin' tootin' outcat. Hello, Beep! This is Beep. He says beep. Beep. What? Sorry, I beep when I'm nervous. It's a bit weird. Because you say beep? Like I said, we're going to focus on recruiting generics. Beep is not a generic. He is actually a unique recruit. Cost to sleep here. What? The fuck are you using the cats for? Yeah, recruiting people is going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, because most of them are going to cost money, and I don't have money. Okay, good. That secures a little bit of food. We can probably get out of here with just that much. Medkit is needed. Do you have splints? You do have splints. Just in case. Also, Mana is a martial artist. Get that out of her hands. You can have it. It's just an iron axe. That is Benji, and that is a mechanical hive. There's a mercenary guild out here. Ryoko. Might get lucky and somebody out here is recruitable for free, but honestly, we need to get out of here first. Another hiver? Or a mechanical hiver? No, what are you? You're a skeleton, but I don't know what kind. Charge 7,500 cats. Yeah, right. We've got, like, no money for just about anything else. We are gonna have to sneak our way out. And I don't know the best way. One of the mods, like, gives me a map, but fuck knows if it's going to be reliable out here in the Foglands. What do we have? High Paladin Witch Hunter. Dozens of our war parties and delaying all crimes just upon the stick man. Near Hive Village Vane, southeast. Well, I could grab these bounty sheets and keep them handy for now. But there's no way in hell we can actually serve the bounties. Too weak for that. We don't want a lantern at this minute anyway. Because we're going to try and sneak off in the middle of night. Faction HQ. Wonder if they actually sell some confiscated goods. Ah, Adventurer Headhunter. Yeah, it's like we're stepping on other people's territory. There's already an Adventurers Guild with the mods in place, but they're actually more so to, like, get you recruits than they are, like, proper adventurers. So, like, hey, that sounds more like Adventurers Guild recruitment, if you ask me. So, obviously, it got included. How did our cat body shame you?
I opened a chocolate bar and she stopped mid-box.
Ow.
It's sugar-free, Marty. It's fine. I'm not gonna eat it all either.
Okay, do you have confidence? No, they do not. Checks out. You kind of would lack confiscated goods if there's not even really any crime in the area. Because, like, people don't come here, so if you cause trouble, you might just get, like, thrown into the fog and not allowed back into town. Which, I don't know if that's a... Well, I know that's a fate worse than death. There's not really a fate you want to have happen to you. Building is this. Ah, it's a tech workshop. Okay, I think Andy here. We only have 300 some cats anyway. But, you know, priorities to get out of here first. Hence why I've got basic meds in case I do get into combat and, like, successfully flee. Your goods. Fuck me. Why are these so expensive? It's all like sneaky chain and shit. Were it just like stealth improving gear, that'd be one thing, but it is not. Shack, that's the robotics workshop, which sadly doesn't net us anything. It's weird they do that. This is another entry. Okay. And obviously with the map the way it is, like, I technically don't know where anything is. Ugh, okay. So we need to get out of here. The problem is I think our only exit is going to be going south. Because if we go east, we're going to end up straight into Holy Nation territory, and I am a shek. They will try to, like, capture me on sight. So that's not good. South, I think, is safe enough, and if we keep going south, this is Vane, I think. And then that's Sten Desert. So, south is our best bet. We head west, this is Berserker country. Or, no, it's not. Is it? I think. This is the Hidden Forest, this is the Flooded Lands. I think this is Berserker country. We don't want to head that direction, necessarily. If we get to Sten Desert, that would be a good start. So heading south is definitely going to be our objective. We are going to wait out until nightfall. Because that's going to be our best time. I am also going to take my pants off. That's going to give me a boost in stealth. And for the moment, I'm actually going to work on athletics. And if you want to ask, Mana, how do you work on athletics? That's simple. You just run. Run unencumbered. I should be getting like 150%. Yeah, 150% boost to athletics. We're going to train this up until nightfall. And once night hits, we're going to try to get out of here. Like, that is our only solution. Because there is, frankly put, no way in hell being here in the Foglands is going to be very productive for an adventurer who is going to make an adventurer's guild. Which, speaking of, our faction is going to be Reichhardt. Adventurers Guild. Appropriately intense music, I feel like, because training. Speed it up a little bit. I want to be wary about speeding up too much because I don't want to waste time or miss anything. Oh, what are we doing here again? You're stuck here. That's what you're doing here. Because, yeah, the problem with this is, like, there's no money to be made. If we were to go and try and fight the Fogmen, we would summarily lose. Because if you don't know, Fogmen in Kenshi are hivers that have lost their queen. And they have gone feral. And in going feral, these motherfuckers will try to capture you to eat you alive, starting at your feet. In some weird fucking ritual of some description. How do I know that's what happens? Because I had the misfortune of getting captured by them at one point. We're running 1 mile per hour faster. We want to be able to run as fast as possible. Because at worst, if we can at least outrun the Fogmen, then great. We don't have to worry about being caught. Look, is that Mongrel? You live here, dummy. Yes. And of course, the Shinobi Thieves are here too, but it's a bit moot. That went up just a little bit faster. I know, this is like the most riveting of gameplay, just watching this go back and forth. Okay, athletics of 6. Sun's still out, but it will be setting soon. And once it does, we are going to start making our way south. And hope to God we can make it. And then once we get out of here, just gotta get past the next the next part, which I don't know if it's Holy Nation territory or not. If it is, we still gotta be careful. If it isn't, okay, good. But yeah, alright, it's starting to get dark. We could stay here a number of days, but the more days I stay here, the less progress I'm making, so... How dark is it? Okay, it's nighttime. We're gonna make a break for it. You see all that? That's a Fogman camp right there. Ooh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Of course, they've got torches and shit. If it seems super duper dark, bear in mind this is after I put a mod on that brightens the terrain. Yeah, we're not going anywhere near this. I'm going to try to keep my eyes peeled for any, like, fogmen that are, like, running around. God, that's terrifying. While we sneak like this, we will continue to work on stealth. It's also good. There we go. We technically now have a stealth skill of 3. Oh boy, look at that! Let's pause and click on one. Yeah, they're not awful, these fogmen. Like, a low-level character could technically take on one. But keeping in mind, there's about 30-odd fogmen over there, so no! Don't do it, man! I'm doing my best to stick to the map-generated road. Not because it's going to be safer, but because that is going to be my best landmark to go south. Although, depending, it might not be the entirely best choice. This is already quite a start. Ooh, nearly. When I want a random start, I didn't mean like this game. I would have appreciated it had you not fucked me over. But it does seem like that going out at night has done me more favors than taken favors. No longer getting stealth for some reason. Because nothing is nearby. That's the hope. Oh, something was near. Got EXP all of a sudden, and a lot of it. Oh, that's lovely. I'm like, that seems like a big dude. Yeah, because it's a Fogman heavy. I will definitely put it this way. We are fucking lucky that the Fogmen only stay in the Foglands. Section seems very familiar to me, and I hate that. Because this might have been the section where, when I, in a different place, like save file, where I got captured, my ass was brought here. Oh boy. There's another camp over there. Still have about, I think, 2 or 3 hours in game before the sun comes up. There's a prisoner pole over there. Oh, look. Oh, that one's a fog-heavy Skinner. Lovely. Oh, good, they outrun me. Yeah, no, under no circumstances do we want to get caught. That's why we're not near the lights. Oh, that's a fuckload of them. Okay. Good, they still outrun me. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Sun's coming up, so I need to get moving. Oh no, those are just named Fogmen. Cool. Thanks, Mod, for giving them names. Our stealth jumped up to like 8. Good lord. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Here I am, like, I could have gone east. Could have gone east, play my odds against the fucking Holy Nation. Is that freedom? No, that's deeper in. Freedom is more that way. We are running out of time. They're thankfully not facing this direction. I'm afraid of what happens when they decide to turn around. Talk about a way to start your adventuring career, huh? I snuck out of arguably the most and least secure place on this planet, Mongrel. Stuck, oh no. We're almost to Dreg. Okay. Ads have decided to play. So, I am gonna... Ooh. I'm going to take a break. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We will be back with more Kenshi. And, once we make our grand escape, we will, figure out what we're gonna do from there. I'll see you guys in a bit. I come back and I hear the moon theme from DuckTales, but the Popsky cover. Or remix, rather. Oh. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, good. We have cannibals instead. Well, I was gonna say, they might be just as fast as the Fogmen, but they're hungry, so I can outrun them. A small benefit if we want to look at it like that. Unknown buildings. Also, something ate rations over there. Like, what is this theme? It's called $20 Holler, which, fair. Poppin' looks bad, but I'd rather all this poppin' than poor performance, and, well, let's just say a number of performance mods were installed. Got a ruin. Okay, but what sort of ruin? Well, that tells me a lot. Because that statue would mean that it is an old Holy Nation ruin. Jug, hemp, fabrics, armor plating, dolls. Locked barrels, which I can't pick. Well, it's like, this is considered stealing. It does not appear that anybody lives here, though. That high. Just a drifter. Okay, this is the West Dragon. Hello. I will leave you to it then. This is the Dragon's Den. Got it. He's like, just don't go north. Me, where do you think I came from? Keep heading south then. Because I don't... Yeah, no, we don't want to head east yet. We're almost through. I think I have a rule. Yeah, mining is a solid way to make money, but should not be the way we earn our keep initially. We're adventurers, not simple laborers. So I'm going to try to avoid doing mining if I can. Which that may very well be a tall order. Oh good, we are in vain. Please, for the love of God, don't let me run into a fucking beak thing. I do not want to become a gutter's dinner. Okay. Semblance of civilization outside of Mongrel. This idea that maybe Mana came from Mongrel and was born and raised there and is very much like... I'm surprised that there are people beyond the fog. There are very few new faces that ever come in, and anybody who goes out never returns. And the first place we find is a hive. That's bad. Lethal, really? Killed it. Don't look at me, not my fault. I am 100% going to capitalize on this, though, and make some fucking dodge. How do you have a domesticated beak thing? The fuck? Bonehead. Okay. Okay, I do not get a very good price here for animal skin. And I can't eat foul raw meat. Cocaine! They have cocaine. They have maps, but we're going to scout our local area rather than just buy a map. They have opium. Don't have a need for that yet. Having a scheme to sell copper plates on the cheap, so that's useful. Anything for sale? No? Fuck you. Hiver animals. I've discovered stack, because I'm close enough. A beak thing domesticated. Oh, God. 1416. If it stays domesticated, that is an investment of the century. We're gonna keep running into the same problem in spite of having a food rebalance mod, huh? Caravan boss? He does Not sell anything at a decent price, though. Except the copper plate, but I can't hold any more of those. At the moment, I'm not looking for a chef. Oh, eat thing chest. That is a robotics parts workshop. Factory, hive, commune hut, which I can apparently buy. And a hive house. You know, I wouldn't think that the hivers would want you to buy a house in their town. Just seems weird. Well, we can probably get out of here then. Right. Because this isn't accurate to what the redone map looks like. Because now we're in the border zone. I'm up, not up to the mischief. Loud and clear. Bit of a weird one, eh? Okay. Now, I could recruit a bunch of hivers, but we're going to try to go south in the Sten Desert. There's many places probably okay to establish something. For, like, an adventure guild base of operations, it's going to be in Sten Desert, if not the, you know, border zone. There's, like, one place I know that's best, but I don't want to, like, meta too much. Besides, we just got out of the Foglands. We may as well enjoy our time, yeah? Okay. Go right at this fort, because I know, what's it called, is right there. Squin. And outside of restocking food, we don't need to go there. probably speed up a little bit. Those are what I think they are, aren't they? This is going to be why I don't want to speed up a lot when just traveling. Yep, Hill Marauders. It's the middle of the day. Sneaking is not going to be that good an option. I should ditch what I have. They can outrun me. Okay. We'll take a sharp right. We keep going. I think from the previous streamed file, I know what that ruin is, and we don't want to approach it. Because that is a non-human extermination camp. Basically, racist people. Okay. Tracker barracks, tracker command. Hey, the Sten Desert, and it's a middle of a windy fucking day. Yep, the Inhuman Hunters. We don't want to go near that. They will try to hunt me down. That might be something that an Adventurers Guild would try to get rid of. Kind of gets in the way of the whole Adventurers Guild business. Hey, go do this mission, non-human. Non-human goes to do mission. Mission is never completed. Client is like, hey, what the fuck happened? We look for the guy. He's dead. Well, we're lost. I will take that. It's not mine. I don't care. Mine now. Oof, okay. Yes, hello, Marnie. You will be fed momentarily. So Hezrath is a ruined town, then. Found Oddmog. Well, I say it's ruined, but there's clearly something going on there. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything valuable. It's going to be in our best interest to skip over it then. Leave it to the Band of Bones. Oh boy. I mean, if anything, I feel like I got lucky getting through the Foglands because it really was just RNG that determined that we made it through, because one bad spawn of a group of Fogmen and I was toast. We can get this adventure going proper. Lucky me. Ugh. Highlanders. Mana's no assassination, and I'm not going to run her like she is one. No assassination is not an assassin, rather. They do not care about me. Where the hell is the Nexus? I mean, it's on the other side, clearly. Discovered a hive. I take it it's... Nope, it's up north. I love how that one doesn't have any roads connected to it. It's just there, and now there's this one. But that one, this one clearly does. They're like... No hives love to travel on the road. Perfect place to establish hive. Like, sure, bud. Whatever you say. Okay. Yes, Marnie? You have like 23 minutes. You'll get fed soon, don't you worry. Alright. Now this is a proper city to start near. Yep, there it is. Smuggling check. Show your gear. I'm not gonna fucking argue. Are you crazy? Alright. they will spend a decent price on copper plates. And we got these for cheap. Okay. If I want to risk my ass, I can go in Vane, see if I can't pick up copper plates, come back up here in the Sten Desert, sell copper plates, because that is probably going to be the primary way we make money at first. See if there isn't any possibly better armor I could just pick up. The armored rags technically give me, like, martial artsy related stuff. But they also slow me down. Holy shit. That requires a strength score of 40 to wield appropriately. Hey, a moon sickle. Before it gets too dark. Renegade Camp 63 has been wiped out! Holy shit! A world event. Because, yeah, the thing is we need to get, like, established foothold. And, like, another group of traders is not always a bad thing. And adventurers can take riskier trade routes that other traders would be like, haha, fuck that noise. And there's a specific kind of backpack that I'm gonna keep my eyes out for. Because it's just gonna be a better buy than even what was included with the mods. I don't know how much longer that general store is going to stay open. Shops, what? What you got? Well, they buy medical supplies at a higher price. Obviously, the ideal is to buy whatever item at a negative price modifier. Typically one that, like, is big and you see next to the, like, number up there, and then sell it for an adjusted one like this one, which is an added modifier. I'll take notes on it. Not right now, because it's the middle of the night, but... show me what you got. Fancy rug. It's oh so fancy. $103% price markup for animal teeth, which means that you don't pay less or more. Cool. Building materials kind of purchased high here. It's a shame they don't need animal skin. You'd think they would. Like, no matter what, I can sell my animal skin and, like, still make a profit. Because I kinda yoinked it off of a dead body. So, I got it for free. But I'm still gonna try. I have a slight need for medical supplies, but they're not, like, hurting. Is a coin flip person. I won't necessarily ask this for every name, but I know Jindra is there. Regarding your names that you provided, which is Gracia, Ser, and Jin, are there particulars that I should keep an eye out, or will you just be like, whatever, as long as they're like gender matching, which Gracia is feminine, Ser is feminine, and Jin is masculine? You have a shirt and some basic armor. 6,000 cats. A higher recruit. Whatever fits them. Part of why for my iconics I included the titles. Gotcha. Okay. Yumi's might fit them all best. Though, Lady of Grace would have higher dexterity, so possibly a Scorchlander human specifically. And Jindra could be a skeleton. Could be good at robotics and science, considering there's not necessarily magic. That's the barfly. What you doing out here? Well. I'll see if I can't find them. Gracie is going to be like the one wild card, I feel like, since that was an old name and that's just still in the hat. Because I don't want to remove those names from the hat, because that's why they're there. You see. These beds are private. What about the beds in this bar? I don't imagine that they're free. But if we're going to do even a minutia of roleplay, fucking paying 700? Are you nuts? Okay, we're on day 3. We're going to service our first objective, methinks. That's gonna be, like, scout out the local area around Oddmeg. You know, there's a hive north of here, so we should go check that out. It's not too far. We could make ourselves useful by doing some quick trade route stuff. And we can also see if there's anything else nearby where we can get supplies. Because this city for the moment is going to be like our central base of operation, because we're alone. And we want to make sure that we can make quick runs between towns so we don't get caught out by bandits and get our ass beat, and then nobody's there to pick us up. So, you know, as they're going to play here momentarily, so let's take a break. I'm going to go feed the cat. Get up, stretch, do what you got to do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Kenshi for this Adventurers Guild saga. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. I am back. I have cereal. Don't get too excited, it's just Cheerios. Well, just because it's night don't mean we can't take advantage of it somehow. We're gonna keep an eye on where we're going, so I hopefully don't end up... I just got here! Also, I was just leaving. So unless there's contraband in town... Something else I added is that the Fogmen, all of them, actually have heads that you can cut off. So, like, all Fogmen are part of bounties. Now, that said, I don't know if you've noticed, but the Fogmen would be really fucking hard to kill. Because they're in groups of, like, fucking 30 to 40. So for obvious reasons, I don't advise going up against them. That fucking thing nest. Sure fucking is. We better be careful. Because they could be nearby. And, a big thing will fuck me up. Raid ninjas. See what they got. See what they'll buy. Oh shit, look at that. And this is why you hang on to that kind of stuff. Never me mind. We could do a trade, but I can't sell it to them because they don't have any fucking money. Ah, useless. Hyper Robotics. Hyper Robotics. Hive Trader. Pause really quick. Oh, Hive Heavy Armor. Hive groin plate. Oh, what are they protecting? A valid question. I don't know if I want the answer to it. Just at a glance. They sell drugs. Sell armor plate for cheaper. Sell gears for cheaper. Leather is at price. Also, it is dark as shit here. Y'all need some fucking lights. Like, goddamn. Can't see shit. A ring mace. Super good quality. God damn. Practically buy the copper alloy plates for half off. Sell fabrics for cheaper. Mitigates the negative health effects of fog? Huh. Oh good, day is breaking. Queen welcomes all prickleheads. I feel like I should be offended. Is the door texture broken? Love how they're Hive Captain Plus. Another domesticated beak thing, but that one's older and thus way more expensive. You know, I'm just gonna stay indoors. I don't know why there are fucking gutters and why they aren't attacking the hive. That man is dead. Check to see what's on him real quick. Nothing terribly valuable. Tried to kill me! Y'all saw it and tried to kill me! I'm going to need food of some description. Food rebalancing really wish it, like, affected more foodstuffs. But that will have to do. Hivers are cheap. Now they're dealing with the beak things. Now the beak thing is a problem. Yoink. Well, sell what food I got. See if there's anywhere better that I can sell the hides that I've got. Look, battlefield scavenging is a dangerous job, right? Right? I mean, no, it really isn't, but... eh. Money is money as far as I'm concerned. Okay, they don't... Well, they sold the copper alloy plates for dirt cheap, but they only had the one. That's getting to daytime. There are a few things I want to take note of. Namely, with all the stores that are going to be open in Admog, which ones sell things at a absurd discount? And what things don't? Uh-oh. I need to turn right the fuck around. Yeah, no, this is not a situation I want to be in. Help! Don't fucking fight these things. Ow. Took off a third of my blood and well over half my HP on my arm. Probably would have been a strong enough hit to take my arm off if the HP was lower. Which, that would have been bad. Stop pushing me. Oh, welcome, Bonehead. Please stop calling me that. I love my goods, nothing stolen. I wasn't asking, but thank you for the vote of confidence. Oh god. Right, acid water. Swim faster, me! Swim! Well, there's the domesticated beaked thing. Okay, somewhere we'll buy my, like, leather. Huh. But now maybe with that one beak thing killed, we won't need to run like the Dickens again. And while we're carrying all this crap, we will slowly work on strength. Oh, God. We're only at the single character. The Adventurers Guild hasn't even been founded officially. And we're having so much trouble because it's Kenshi and it's Kaizo and it's... there's so much. Not me considering stealing this. Oh, no, no. Well, that's bad. Run. You're like a fucking nest. No! Yeah, those trade ninjas lost everything from that. Would have been their loss. I would have gladly taken their shit, but it's like, I don't want to be an ass. I'm an adventurer. Sure, I'll pick the corpses of animals clean. Waste not, want not, and all that. But I'm not about to rifle through the bags of a pack beast of a bunch of travelers that I met not too long ago. I take advantage of my situations. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna rob. Only if I know that they're all dead, then maybe. And that's a hard maybe. Okay, so weapons and armor are gonna be like the two big things that, like, it doesn't fucking matter, right? Because those aren't trade goods. Why am I aimless. Come on. Let's go. Get the rolling. Oof. Right now, my eyes are not on the game. I'm just currently rifling through my DMs. Getting them added a moment, or added away, so I don't have to worry about them later. The important stores to check are going to be the general shop, if there's a robotic shop. Cracks knuckles. Ugh. Yes, hello. It wouldn't surprise me if the faction as a whole don't need... Oopsies! Hello, Squirrel, how is you? I'm good. What do we got? Okay. Let's crack open my notepad, log sec. First week of work, love your new job. Hell yeah. That's great to hear. On mug. So we got steel bars at 88% less. Or, well, I guess that's more 12% less. Building materials at 122%. Leather at 96%. Straw flowers the same. Wheat straw, though, is at 93%. Interesting. Had an Earl Grey latte today, brought in by my boss. Hell yeah. Probably have to adjust that because I forgot the percentage. 93. Okay, I wasn't far off. Because we got to figure out what is it that they have and what can we trade other people. Lanterns at 73%. Water at 83%. That implies they have a surplus of water, which is impressive. Tobacco at 98%. Animal teeth. Well, animal teeth I might as well not even write down. Hacksaws at 113. Sleeping bags at 76. Agave at 90. While that's still a profit, considering that's not a very good profit. That's not worth noting. That's not worth noting. At 107, Poppy at 111. Medical supplies at 128. That's probably the biggest one I've seen so far. So, 4%. Okay, theoretically you could buy secure storage solutions from here and sell them elsewhere. Sugarcane's not worth noting. Parchment, nah. Copper plate's at 118%. Fabric's at 88. I know, this is super duper boring. Glorious furniture at 110. I wonder if that's like black, like back market, like, you know what I mean? Reading materials. Coal's at 91%. Plain rugs and curtains at 109%. Sunflower seeds at 86. That looked like book at 800 or book at 129. Half-eaten ancient science book at 90. Cotton at 109. And armor plating at 96. His name is Zoo. I know that's not all of the trade goods. Soybeans, straw flour, no change. Cocoa at 89%. More copper alloy plates. Rock salt at 89%. I half wonder who would buy that at a good price. Coke at 79. I don't think potatoes are worth mentioning, even though it's 108%. Electrical components at 109%. Nine. That is a skeleton repair kit at 96%. an authentic one at 91. But I'm glad to hear that your job's going well, Squirrel. It's always good when that happens with work. Worth mentioning. Coal. There are 2 kinds of coal? Tailoring at 93. Half-eaten book at 124. That's funny. Not to quote Lizzo, but it's about damn time. Go. Now the armor shop and the weapon shop won't include any supplies. Or at least anything that will be bought or sold at increased or decreased values. We'll have to see if anybody else is going to be willing to buy the, animal skin that we got, because otherwise we're just going to run around with it in our back pocket. And even though we got it for free, I refuse. Ooh, wait, hang on. It's a price of 108%. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, we're only getting 79 from here because it's 38%. All this counts as armor, so it's always base price. Counts as weaponry. First aid kits are probably going to be one of the best things, so basic first aid kit. Hello, baby. Alright, 9%. What's up?
Just cracking up.
Fair. Standard first aid kit, 94%.
I did not expect that movie to be so genuine.
Yeah, no, fair. It was a good time. Like, we both enjoyed ourselves. You probably a little bit more than I did.
Yeah, because I thought it was... a lot of the stuff I thought was funny, no one else thought was funny.
Okay, 89.
No, again!
Yeah.
No!
She actually fell entirely off the shelf.
PG!
The advanced splint kit is more expensive. I feel like, as far as storytelling is concerned, that says that the shek are really good at breaking their bones.
Probably.
I don't think I'd ever... Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's check the bar. We'll check their alcohol. Well, one information out of the bar fly. I need to get him a drink, I guess. Usual principle things. Buy low, sell high. Vodka at 112. 12%. Cactus rum at 96. Whiskey at 102. Tequila at 96. Got lockpicking tools for 240. Well, maybe the bar. Bar will buy my skins. Nope, it's town price. Damn it. Okay, so we know what Admog's got mostly for like the percentages of prices. Thus, I can cross-reference that from other towns. The only issue is that we need to find other towns. We know Squin's there. We can go to Squin. Let's try seeing if we can't find anything else nearby first. And I'll speed up just a tick as a result. Okay, we haven't been starving yet. I was only slightly worried about that fact. Crawl's Chosen are getting riggedy wrecked. Hang on. I don't want to take a faction uniform is the problem. Yeah. I'll leave. Assassin's ranks are going to be up there for something that I want, though. Damn. Alright, I will put a note. Well, assume unlisted are either 100% or not. Instructions for me. Ah, right, the Great Fortress. I remember the Great Fortress. It's where the original save file, we kind of got beaten up a little bit. But okay. I'll have to hit escape. I guess it's space defies. Woo! Let's take a break. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We will be back with some more Kenshi. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, admittedly I was kind of vibing a little too hard there. Resuming, we are heading northward. You know how there's no such thing as up in space? Sometimes I forget that there's supposed to be a compass in Kenshi, so just the direction that the camera's facing, that's north. Even though it's very clearly south right now. Fralia. No, is a place we do not wish to be. Because that's bounty territory. That's where we can, like, get some bounties under our belt. I want to see what's at the Great Fortress. Because I thought that was where only sheks are allowed. But I may be wrong. Besides, more running we do, higher we train our strength, more we train our athletics, both are good. We're not getting into any fights right now. Our fights would be good to train our EXP, but we really only want to try to get into fights if we have somebody to come pick our sorry ass up when we inevitably get our ass kicked. So until then, we want to avoid fights. Because I just don't have the cats to recruit anybody. Yeah, no. Also, look at this. Look at how pretty the sky is. Ahmad did this, by the way. I was half tempted to not brighten up the, like, landscape at night. Once I got this mod installed, but then I realized, like, it's almost unplayably dark. I can't see a damn thing. So, you know, it's so pretty, right? But then dust storms will come around and fucking ruin it. Because then you can't see the sky. Ugh. It's fine. Hey. It just sucks. I want to see the pretty sky, but then fucking dirt and sand has to be blowing all over the place, so you can't see it. Discovered old crater. We can go in there. We are a shek. They might get uppity about being, like, the original kind of shek, which, pray they don't. There is a bar at the Great Fortress. But yeah, otherwise the Great Fortress is not a place to be doing trades at. You would think that they would accept supplies, though. So, like, you could sell to them. So fingers crossed that's going to be the case. This bar is fucking dead. You don't even recruit anybody from here. Got it. Okay. Let's trade. Yeah, this is kind of the only stuff that we get to buy. I will buy a Dust Witch. Ooh, Corn Cube. It's a little bit more expensive, but, like, it's easily worth it, because it's... Oh, ow. It's 6 loaves of bread, and in a smaller form factor. Nope. Also, very nope. Okay. We don't sell our supplies here. At least not our current supplies. Let's go try the old crater. Okay, hold up. What about smashing? Oh, his name is Smash. He has special dialogue. He is a unique recruit then. Alright. So that's not a destination we can sell to. I know that for a fact. New Crawlia is where Kral's Chosen are. And they are the equivalent of fucking troublemakers. So they're on our bounty list. However, I am not going to be able to run in there and survive. I am but a measly, like, nobody who admittedly managed a pretty grand feat by sneaking through the Foglands and escaping Mongrel. Before you ask, yes, this is KK. I think it's KK Pop, or is it KK Bubblegum? Oh, Bubblegum KK. But obviously it's been remixed. I was gonna say, I can see the lights through the dust storm. Well, I guess now if you had any doubts that it was KK Bubblegum. Or, I'm sorry, Bubblegum KK. I doubt these guys will be very interested in buying my animal skins either, but hey, I'm at least gonna try. And hey, as you might imagine, part of the reason why I said we're not going to, like, mine primarily to make our money, it's almost like wandering around the map is better and more like what an adventurer would do. Instead of pulling a Kazuma and spending his first, like, 2 weeks in another world doing menial labor just to survive. Stop right there, wife. Just an adventure, don't want trouble. Yeah, I know, Loud and clear. If nothing else, that is the truth. We do not mean harm at the moment. There's a bounty or two to collect here. But collecting that bounty now, so to speak, would ruin any sort of prospects. And we need money to get off the ground. Shinobi thieves. Ugh. Right, they will tend to buy things at a heavy discount. But by doing so, you can sell them anything. My man has a skeleton arm. That's probably because NPCs can equip skeleton limbs. They are not cheap. Bellicause. Oh, right, because that's the faction. The faction around here are known as the Bellicause. Vagrant. They do to you. That's 50 cats for a story. Rest of them are vagrants. You! Will you bite? God damn it. That answered that question, didn't it? Armor. Dare I ask what's in the crater goods? Seems like the store should be closed. I'll just... Why are all y'all leaving the doors open? Not that it really matters. Okay. Get back up to Admog. Good to see more horned ones around these parts. Yeah, sure. These are shek supremacists, basically. Can I help you? Thought I gone too far. Yeah, no, I was literally in town all night. I don't know what you wanted from me. We're getting there. We'll get another level in strength sooner or later. It just takes a hot minute because we're not like super duper over encumbered. We're just a little bit. I mean, meta. I know there's an outpost, like, here or something. Like, around here that I can go visit. That won't be operating on the economy of the shek. But finding it's going to be the problem. But okay, just as a review to myself, what have we accomplished today? I mean, starting. We have started the Adventurers Guild playthrough. We have gotten out of the Foglands, which as a single character is probably not that difficult in the grand scheme of things, but I still say we got incredibly lucky. We made it to Sten Desert, which this is where we are going to, like, treat as our starting region, basically. So we will probably see if there's, like, an ideal place we can set up a base. Like, this doesn't look too bad. Granted, it's right next to New Kralia, so that probably... Yeah, no. Don't set it up next to New Kralia. That's a bad idea. Probably have better luck, like, out here or something. We can get up here. It's still too close to New Kralia. I don't hate the idea of, like, a base up amongst these, like, rocks and stuff. Makes it so you can create, like, a lot of natural choke points. Makes it easier to defend. Speed up a bit. Sten Desert has been blissfully pretty quiet. Which, considering my, like, test playthrough, to make sure, like, all the mods and stuff are working, yeah, starting at the hub has not been as quiet, because you gotta deal with dust bandits and hill marauders and that kind of good stuff. Starving bandits, too, and it's like, can I catch a break? And the broad answer is no. No, you can't catch a break. Fuck you. Yep. Slow her down. There's a camp over here. Close enough. Ooh, Crawl's chosen camp. Of. They might be the closest thing to bandits around here, which we probably want to be careful. Yeah, we want to be careful around them. We don't want them coming after us because they will kick our ass. Setting up our first outpost in the Sten Desert might not be a good idea then. We're close enough. Let's head west. I was gonna say, those look like they're part of the Shek Kingdom. And sure enough. They shouldn't have a reason to fight little old me. Little old me who's weak and defenseless, for now. Discovered a homestead. Okay, that's what we discovered before I went on a hiatus from Kenshi. Oh, that wouldn't be too close to Oddmog, but that would be an interesting place to set up a base. As a, like, you know, possible worst case. If I was determined to set up my base in the Sten Desert. Definitely know that, like, I don't want to necessarily set up in vain because of the beak things. The beak things will try to eat me alive. Spider planes is a big no. I don't want to deal with spiders. It's not a place to set up a base until the bounty there is collected. Down here might be okay. This, I think, is a no because of beak things. A good chunk of this is a no because of fishmen, actually. That would be okay. This would definitely be okay. This area is a big fat fucking no. Once you get that far east, you're like... It's the Black Desert. Inhospitable to us. Unknown object. Okay, that's the Fallen Tower. The Rancher Store. Their front gate is shut. Check rancher boss. Hello. Any news from Oddmog? What's going on? Third. They look delicious. The bunkhouse. Fallen Tower. The Rancher Shack. The Rancher Store. And this is where you can get a lot, and I do mean a lot of your supply. The Shek Ranch Butcher has a fuck ton of stuff. Alright. We're gonna head down southeast. Yeah, it didn't seem like that there was a hive there. It's called Ogdom specifically. Apparently there's a nest of some creature in there too. Interesting. Alright. Now, without taking too much advantage of the meta, we're going to see about the station to the east of Oddmog. And we're going to see if they will buy our fucking animal skins. Again, I'd rather not sell them for so cheap. It just seems wasteful. They're supposed to be 200 a pop. And if I can make an easy 6,000, that's one recruit, and we are one individual closer to really getting our, like, off the ground. I gotta remember that there are, like, hostile forces out here. Not being aware of that is a fast way to get KO'd. You can run up to 20 miles an hour now. When we're not so encumbered. Lucky they turned around. I thought that tree was a beak thing. That would have been really scary. Bones, those are starving bandits, basically. I think they just barely don't keep up with me. If they spotted me, because, yeah, they would still kick my ass. Yep, I can see it. There's our outpost. And we ate some of the corn cube. We are now very much in good straits. And, like, part of the reason why we're in such good straits, even though, like, we haven't made a absolute shit ton of money, is because there is a rebalancing mod for nutrition and stuff that's been installed. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to all of the modded foods, like poppy seed bread and stuff. But frankly, I look at that like, basic bread made of straw flour. It's cheap because it's really easy and plentiful to produce. That rye and poppy seed stuff, oh yeah, no, that's gonna cost you like 1,000 cats, because, like, I only got the one loaf, and I'm not even sure it's no longer stale. Like, if you want the whole loaf, like, buddy, I don't even know the next loaf I'm going to get. Versus standard bread, which is like, do you have straw flour? Yes, you can make the bread. It's just flour and water. Maybe a bit of rock salt. Voila, you have bread. Super easy. Whereas, like, rye bread, well, now you gotta find fucking rye, which this planet probably doesn't even support rye that well. And then you gotta grind that shit down, which you need a lot of something in order to grind it down, so you're trying to grow rye, and just the whole fucking process. Okay, we are fully healed. We have a strength of 3, and we're about to get a strength of 4, it looks like. The higher our strength, the less encumbered we get. Not a slave shop, this one's a prisoner station. Hey, you do have confiscated goods. That tasty 226 cats. And that's why you hold out. Let's compare some of our notes with what we know. They seem to buy electronic components for slightly more. Ah, a child. We do not recruit children. Why are you in the corner? Okay, you will buy ancient science books for quite a profit. Holy shit. They're like tools for like 5 times the cost. Hummock. Take note of that. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Duly noted. Now pacify your problems. Today. For only 10,000 cats. Oh shit! Oh shit, look, there it is! Worth it. It's worth it just to have that. Let's see. Bunch of tech hunters. Heads or tails dealer. Rifter. Mark Guild. You're not locked out. The door's just shut. You can open it. That is a Greenlander. You! What's your cost? We have a deal. Alright, first recruit. I just want to triple check. We will do gender for this one. Which will just be Jin as provided in the names list. Mostly doing it because his eyes are like green. Do something like this. And do hedgehog. I'm gonna keep with this. Kind of green leaning hair color. Ads are gonna play. I'll probably just take advantage of that and like create the character here. Posture's fine. That's quite the neck length. Really, it's quite the chest size. Answer. Oh, ads are playing. I'm gonna put y'all on intermission. Get stretching and whatnot. Okay, we're back. I'm most of the way done through character customization. Most of the way. No. Hello. I'm trying to make him look like he's not like. You look at this guy and you're like, yeah, he's not that big of a threat from a distance. Because I'm gonna give this guy a crossbow. You'll be the smart one. That's quite the skinny face. I was looking at his neck and I was like, he has a freakishly long neck. Even at 100. Actually looks pretty smart. Or pretty sharp, even. There's our Jin. The way that he has his hands together like that, that's... You look awful. You feeling alright? I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. I should put those on my person specifically, because then these will be shared. Alright, we are back down to about 1,000 cats. But we now have our second member. Mana's running at 20. She's running at 15. That goes in your secondary, bud. Alright, first recruit. Ugh. I think we'll just use this as a term rather than a squad name. So active being like these are the active members. Oh. Okay! Well, don't mind if I do. Right place at the right time and all that. Anyway, talk about wild. Okay, well, that's the world state checker. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I can make a tiny profit more. The Tiefs are quite heavy, and then these will only sell for 41. Well, if there's a second recruit, I could get them here, but... Actually, Jindra, I need you to have basic medical supplies. You are going to be the medic. You not have a basic first aid kit? I guess that checks, but like root. I take my eyes off of shit for 1 second! And town's being attacked by a band of bones. And the music is inappropriate. So pick that up, pick this up. You won't have a crossbow yet, but you will get one. We're going to head back to Oddmog. We can consider Sakar close to us because our active group has a human. And they are not friendly to humans. Because Jin is a Greenlander, we can go into Holy Nation territory now. Provided that he's good at lying. So now if I get a Scorchlander, we'll have ourselves a... what was the title that was given there? A Lady of Grace, because they have a higher dexterity gain. And then if Gracia is, like, a sword mistress, Shek. Shek works. Shek hit hard. Hi, Simone. What you doing, Buster? Can't wait for the sun to go down. Jin, it went down. Are you talking about the planet over there? Because, like, bud. Actually, a Garless Katana is pretty damn good. Methinks. Because in all the times that Jindra offered Jindra as a, like, character, they would hit really hard, but they weren't really defensive, so... Yeah, you know. The heck is this track? Best kept secret. Okay, it's somebody's theme. I think we'll okay, just speed up. With Jin in the party, I think it is a very helpful time to locate someplace where we can establish a base. We have a trade route that will work. We just need a consistent method to acquire tools. And then we provide them to the tech hunters, which they look for ruins, and they try to break into shit in said ruins. And we will make ourselves a tidy mint, because we will be getting paid about 5 times what tools are worth. You'll mostly use martial arts to dodge. All your weapon skills are useless. That also means you will need to be using strength, but it is important to work on dexterity because that will affect your martial arts attack speed too. So you might have to learn how to use a katana. Or if, like, one of the mods includes dexterity training, you shouldn't need to learn how to use ranged. Athletic skills are useful. Assassination and lockpicking are just, like, 2 bads. Terrible at the sciences except field medic. Basic laboring is boring. But yeah, the run is off the ground. We've got ourselves our second member. And we're aimless because we're like, how? Trying to think, where could we get the Scorchlander? Meta-wise, the swamp, go south from the swamp, just go around the spider plains and all this bullshit. And there you go. Wait. If you look at what is used to be, as long as we work together, we're going to overcome the odds. Noted. Jin is an optimist. Oh boy. No tools. Does sell lockpicking tools. Which Jindra will have on his person. Rosa, Milena. Potential recruits. Again, 700 cats to rest in a bed, so we're not going to do that. We are in town. I'm gonna burn time by running in circles. Well, at least we can afford food. A restock will be in order, yeah. Thinking on it. There's the sun. Still gotta run around, because our objective right now is to, like, buy stuff. Jin is such a, like, optimist. Yellow baby.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're being the like extroverted autistic. I'm just thinking about like when I tell people different things I've done, I sound like I'm just making up stories.
Hmm.
Because like me earlier, like bringing up the fact that I did costume design on a movie, did opera,
Right.
stand-up comedy. My mentor was on Comedy Central and worked on like Adam Sandler movies.
Mm-hmm.
I sang at a national event for at the Smithsonian.
Mm-hmm.
In a Rocky Horror Shadowcast for like 5 years. Dad ran it.
Right. Did a lot of crazy things. Way more than I could say.
Then like, that thing sounds interesting. I'm gonna go do it.
And I'm over here like, that thing sounds interesting. Anyway.
How I wound up in working on an actual like movie was insane because I'm like, you guys couldn't have hired anybody else?
Right.
I'm kind of like looking back, like they just really did not want to spend the money on costume.
No, they did not. He's not here. This is... Okay.
So being on a film set, I mean,
Oh, I'd imagine. Somebody's house. I could totally break into if I wanted to.
that's kind
Well, yes. But also training and adventuring.
If that was the excuse they gave me, I would still call the cops.
Fair. Which is why we're not going to break into their house, because that's pretty rude of an adventure. Unless you're wanted. In which case, that's more, the adventurer has a, quote, warrant, unquote. Do they actually have a warrant? No. That's inconsequential when they can get a fat reward off your head. You have tools.
So, what I think is funny is theater kids think I'm, like, so cool. I've only ever been in one musical. My entire life.
Aw.
And I didn't really like it.
There. Sell tools.
So it's, I didn't like it to the point where I'm like, I would consider doing that again as an adult, maybe.
Right.
Not a teenager who's like, I just want to go home after school.
Yeah. Like the only thing I didn't. That's like why the only thing I did in school was like choir.
Yeah. I wanted to do sports, but like the thing that bugged me about musical was I was just an extra. Like not an extra, but I was chorus. And so most of the time I was just sitting in the auditorium. And we weren't allowed to have our phones.
Yeah.
They were like, you need to pay attention. It's like,
So what?
why?
Right. Never mind that, like, you would probably learn better with a, something to keep you occupied. Shut your door. Why are you closed? That's my... Hey! Open the goddamn door!
Also, when I was in that musical, people spread rumors that I was playing Uncle Fester. Which was kind of funny, because I was like, I would have loved that! But no. So my family's like, you played Uncle Fester, right? I'm like, no! I don't think me, who was a first soprano, could have done that if I tried!
Right. Ah! What the fuck, man? We weren't even in there to steal anything! Bounty of 100. Give me a fucking break. You guys gonna leave Mana alone yet? All we did was slip into this door when the asshole wasn't really closed yet. Christ. Assholes. Whatever. Who did I assault? I want to know who Mana attacked. I am not committing a crime! Leave me the hell alone! Oh, for fuck's sake! How long ago was that? A minute? Not recommended to load in the middle of a game like this, but... because this is bullshit. Come on. It's not that far, even. Been released from prison. Gee, I wonder why. What did I didn't... All I wanted to do was go in here. And they're like, we're closing. And it's like, it's the middle of the fucking day. No, you're not. I was looking for tools, which even you fuckers don't seem to sell. I have to find a tool supplier. I'm hoping I can pay that bounty. But why is it $2 grand? The bounty is $1 grand. I'm gonna serve an outer sentence. Jinner's gonna get good at running in the meantime. This is so stupid. Because I don't want Jindra running off on his own. Well, if nothing else, Mana got some toughness training out of it. And Jin went down like a sack of potatoes. We are just not lucky, huh? Get through the Foglands. Get to the Sten Desert. Determine that selling tools can net me 5 times their worth, typically. Immediately get called out for trespassing by an asshole of a storekeep who doesn't even sell tools. Fucker. So now, here we are. Waiting for Mana to be released, which will probably be dependent on when she actually wakes the fuck up. And while I'm waiting, Jindra is training his athletics so he can keep up. Because if anything, we got the scholarly rogue, who if he could, he would use magic. And then Mana, who's a monk. Monks are rad. Well, she's conscious. Is she free to go, or what? Bleh. What a sour way to end it all. We'll overwrite the Manafa stream mod file. And we are going to call it here. Alright. I got nobody I know who to raid through. Check the usual. Dove's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. It's true 100% pop. Oh no. Dove, why? Dove, why? We're raiding Dove. I'm going to stop the music. Dove, why would you do this to yourself? Dove, please. Dove, why?
That should be adequate damage too.
Alright, folks, thank you very much for sticking around to the end of the stream, or however long that you stuck around for. Your time is one of your most valuable resources, and I appreciate you spending even a minute of it here. Kenshi is a very slow game, so a lot of this is going to be coming up with the story as we go along. Partly why music was playing in the background as a means of entertainment, partly why I, was mostly narrating what was going on. Not a lot that I had to riff on today. If you are in the Discord and you haven't voted yet, please remember that there is a game clearing poll that you can vote on. Go vote on it. That's what I gotta say about that. Let me get the raid to Dove initiated. Eh. Wait, I thought I... Did I never hit done? Oops. Have I been falsely advertising this whole time? I apologize. I never said that this is Kenshi for the mod information. That's on me. I will update the VOD, so that way it's appropriate. Anyway. Raid. Search. Because I was seeing like a bunch of Deep Rock Galactic stuff come up. I'm like, ah, that's weird. But now here we are. Alright, now the raid is started. Folks, please remember you're always welcome here at Mana's Potion. And I'll see you next time. Anyway, so are we going to break Mon out of jail, or...